is a game between youngsters and that sporting behavior is expected by all. The officials assigned to this game have been selected and assigned according to the procedures adopted by the Mahoning Valley Athletic Conference and the OHSAA. The officials for tonight's game are Ryan Gates and Matthew Vadis. Their experience and integrity qualify them for their important part in this friendly interscholastic contest. And please remember to respect the game. Now let's meet the players in tonight's game. For our starting lineup for the Liberty Leopards, number 10, Ahmed. Number 6, Chase Burns. Number 18, Captain Nate Malone. Number 9, Jared Merrick Sierra. Number 27, Luke Chandler. Number 23, Landon Scarmack. Number 4, Mo Adami. Number 7, Greg Jones. Number 12, Dylan Scarmack. Number 5, Captain Trenton Long. And number 1, Tyler Merrick Sierra. Liberty is coached by Chris Brookbank, assisted by Dave Sierra and Nick Steves, JV coach Eileen Garcia. And now for our Middle Ridge Rams. Number 3, Emma Prusky. Number 16, Gage Oleski. Number 10, Ava Carquito. Number 28, Adriana Linebaugh. Number 8, Brandon Comsa. Number 15, Dominic Gutierrez. Number 44, Jessa Heiler. Number 2, Gianna Fisher. Number 7, Amia Titchener. Number 9, Cassidy Fritz. Number 19, Sophia Bowman. Number 20, Aiden Minky. Number 23, Mitchell Bittner. And now for our Middle Ridge Rams starting lineup. Number 6, Captain Alex Rich. Number 13, Brandon Testa. Number 14, Tanner McElhaney. Number 18, Captain Landon Powell. Number 69, Logan Minky. Number 24, Luke Porter. Number 4, Andrew Gilly. Number 17, Isaac Kurlak. Number 11, Stephen Gutierrez. Number 21, Nora Snyder. And number 71, keeper, Zach Mowry. Would you please rise for the playing of our national anthem?
All right, welcome to Steel Valley Soccer. We're here for our small school series. A couple Division 3 schools. We have Mineral Ridge and Liberty. Both are without a couple of their star players through injuries or whatnot, and both have some players that are young, let's say. Dan, how you doing today? As always, I'm with Dan Conley.
Hanging in there, using both hands while I'm doing that. I'm excited for today. I have not seen either one of these two teams play. This is Liberty's second year as a varsity team. You know, they last year they finished with a record of 7-8-1, which is pretty good for your first year ever as a varsity sport. And this year, I think they're 3-4, 3-4-1, coming in.
And I know they had a team back in the early 2010s, like 2009, 2010, 2011. They were pretty good under Coach Murillo, who is now an assistant at the Mooney Boys program. Coach Ted Gadosh for Mineral Ridge was their only coach ever. He said they were club program back in 2013, let's say. First got incorporated as a varsity sport in 2015 and won their first district title in 2017. That's quite the turnaround.
Yeah, I mean that's an arc if I've ever heard one. You start
absolutely. So we got a two-man ref system today. We are the varsity game at 5, and they are going to try to play a JV game as long as they can, probably 36 minutes afterwards.
Which is something you don't see very often, the JV gaming being played afterwards, but that's probably just making sure they have numbers and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think Mineral Ridge has the luxury of having this beautiful field here, which is us in a windstorm. They're starting off with the ball. Dan, I want to say you are the second best cameraman that we have.
Thank you. That's coming from the third best commentator I've ever as well. So,
Chris Platten, who's not with us right now, kind of sounded like he was dead, but no, he's just not here right now. He's at home, but I think you do a wonderful job with all the things said. You have to keep track of the ball. You have to commentate a little bit. You got to make sure the clock's right, the half's right. I think you do a wonderful job.
Yeah, the clock's counting down, not up like it was before, so I'm off to a better start than I was last time. This coming out looks like Mineral Ridge is either playing with a 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1 for sure. I haven't really got to see what Liberty's lining up in.
No.
Both of these teams aren't, as you said, Division III on the smaller side of the teams, but they both have some size out there. They have players that have some size. It's,
absolutely. Captain number 17 for our Liberty Leopards, Aiden Bromere. He's out there.
I want to say number 10 for Liberty, Ahmed Ahmed, was their leading goal scorer last year.
And I believe he is also that way this year. Good call.
I think he had 23 goals last year.
That's impressive. So if you you see us flying around in a twister, it's we expected that.
It's perfect weather as far as precipitation goes, but
Yeah, this is where you want to coach in, what you want to play in. It's just a little chill in the air. We here could do without the wind, but got a nice strong wind to keep you cool.
yeah, that's our problem. So a strong one to keep you cool. Perspective.
Yeah. And hopefully I won't talk over this whole broadcast. We got a throw, number 5. That's Trenton Long with the long throw.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah. Not on purpose either. We are going to try something different tonight and see if we can use the new microphone, wireless microphone, so I can do the player of the game interview live here on our YouTube channel. We might scrap that idea. We don't know.
Yeah.
We're learning along with everybody else here. Yeah, I will say that if we look at some of the players, I think that Liberty has the luxury of having a little more size of their players. They look a little bit taller.
Right. You know, in a smaller D3 team as well, you see a lot of like freshmen playing alongside seniors. So you have sometimes 18-year-old adults
Yeah.
next to 14, 15-year-old, growing up teenagers.
Ramsey Hattie Cox up there. I believe that's number 14. Yeah, that is the one thing we need to get. All this new equipment we have, binoculars for me. Because LASIK's not happening. Interesting story for the Mineral Ridge Rams. Their goalie is, I believe, a baseball player by trade, and it is his first year as a keeper.
Oh.
So probably has very good hand-eye coordination. Good.
He is all stay with hair, and I'm not making fun of him in the least.
No, I'm a little jealous. And do not adjust your screens. Yes, both these teams are co-ed. And both enjoy some girl players who are fairly good. That probably was a foul. Both players used to it, it seems.
I believe I've seen both the refs here that are here today. I don't remember either's name though.
And I take that back. That was not number 14. Now that I see his number, that was number 10, Ahmed. Looking at their roster, I see Mineral Ridge has this beautiful logo they have for the soccer team.
Huh.
We're going to have to start using
I
that
have
on the
never
website.
seen that before.
He said they adopted it when they first started in 13.
This is great. Great talk for radio. So let's just get on here what we're talking about.
Zoom in the camera. Forget the game. Let's look at this logo. Very good point, Dan. Get the ball. Both teams try to possess the ball as much as possible instead of just hit and hope. And good on you, ball boy. I think there's only one, and the ball just happens to go right where he was at.
This isn't his first rodeo.
Oh, first shot on goal. Nice header by Liberty.
I think Ridge's goalkeeper proved you right with the good hand-eye coordination. There's a quick redirect right there. That could be a mistake right there.
Nicely done.
That was not a pass back. That's my.
Yeah. What do they say? If they don't call it, it's not an infraction.
Right.
Where's VAR when we need it? But they do have the gray lines here. It could be a little bit
That is
tough
hard.
to see.
It's hard. I mean, I understand why they have the gray, but it's hard to get used to when you're used to a white or yellow line like everywhere else.
Yeah, gray is the hardest. I remember Marlington got their new turf not too long ago. They had some gray lines.
I've always been a fan of the yellow. I'm sorry, orange, black, and white color combination from all the schools.
Yes. Whether it's Springfield. Ooh, that's a foul. That's some good sportsmanship there. I like seeing good sportsmanship.
And as soon as the game kicked off, I saw several players out there dapping it out. So it must have been either they play club or another team together, or they just know each other. But
Yeah.
I haven't really seen that a whole lot this year. Looks like Liberty's playing a high line on the defense.
Yeah.
I don't know if Mineral Ridge has speed or.
That's a dangerous ball. Plays it out wide. Oh, just can't handle it. That may be the difference in the game today is a couple of free kicks, a couple of set pieces. While the ball's out of bounds, let's talk about our sponsors. North Jackson Hydraulics, Baird Brothers, Armstrong Cable, Albaco Foundry, Allstate with Robert Fusco, Bodine Perry, Packer Thomas, and Papa John's. Thank you guys for everything you do.
Is Liberty's goalie number 01?
Let me take a look.
Not just one.
Yeah, he is. Very good eye,
That
Dan.
was-
I do need surgery
you
because
do. Well, you said I. I typically use both my eyes when I look.
we're doing that now. Ooh, dangerous. Maybe a handball.
It's very close to being a handball.
And they do call it right outside the box. Free
I'm
kick.
sure if you're Mineral Ridge right there, if you're that number 11, you want that shot.
Yeah. I don't know, though. He had a defender near him.
I'd let it play. But yeah,
They're going to ask for 10 guaranteed. This could be our first break in the game.
wouldn't this be something if you just said this game could be a difference would be a free kick and all of a sudden they get a free kick right outside the box.
I'll play
Right
the
down
lottery
middle.
on my way home.
Right down the middle.
It could. It's right on the center, on the arc.
Yeah. That's like a spot everyone practices free kicks from, but they never end up there though.
Uh-uh.
Zoom in a little bit.
There you go, Dan. Coach is probably telling him too. Ooh. I didn't see who that was flying in from Mineral Ridge, but man, they threw their body at the ball. But that's Tyler Merrick Sierra for Liberty making that stop. He is number 01. And I don't see another one on the roster. Doesn't mean it's not there. They have some players injured. I believe their kicker on the football team took a knock. It's coach's son. I tell you what, as much as it was a pain in the butt to get up here into the booth, I do like it from this
This
venue.
is a perfect vantage point. No obstructions. Not too high. Just
I don't do heights.
you have been white knuckling that
A little bit.
that stand the whole time.
That was Brandon Testa, number 13 in the middle, trying to get the ball wide.
I think that is Mineral Ridge's leading goal scorer.
Okay. But
You said that. Sorry.
back to Mineral Ridge's keeper. He is Zach Mowry. He is number 71. You don't see that number often in soccer.
No, that's a hockey number. And if
That
anybody
is.
knows hockey, that's Yuri Slager. He used to be a defensive for the Pittsburgh Penguins. That's what I think of.
Isn't Malkin? Wasn't he 71?
It is Malkin.
Yeah. The three players I know, that's one of them. First corner kick for Mineral Ridge. Let's see what they have.
Brandon Testa is the leading goal scorer with 11 goals for Mineral Ridge. Looks like Liberty plays man, but there's not a whole lot of players in the box. I'm
No.
sorry, zone, not man.
Oh, but he got to it.
He did.
And another shot on goal and another save.
That's one of the reasons I don't like zone. No one really knows whose job it is to go after the ball when it comes in.
Correct. And plus the other player has momentum and is coming into you stationary.
Right. I guess it's a difference in philosophy, but
Yeah, I mean. Little Voltaire in there. I was just teaching that in class. You know, people with different opinions should be allowed to say what they want. We're chopping wood early
yeah,
here,
I
guys.
agree. I agree, Tim. I would love it if you hit a button.
oh, don't tempt me.
Das Boot.
No, right on key.
It's pretty evident so far. Middle Ridge is looking to play a quick counterattack long ball. And Liberty has been trying to work the ball up the field methodically.
Throwing the ball in, number 69, Logan Menke. Gets it across. Shot.
good
That's a
find.
great shot. That's a pretty good save.
I'm sorry I stepped on that, but yeah, I completely agree with you.
Sorry.
Fantastic save.
Yeah, it's his third save of the night. They play the ball up. Looks like a little bit of pressure. As much as Liberty had the control in the first 5, I think the rest of it has gone to Mineral Ridge. And as I say that, Ahmed's getting some space behind the defense. Lots of speed, just not enough goal kick. Rams. And I was wrong. Did it not look like it went out on him? Are you going to stand there and tell me I'm wrong?
Well, you are the third best commentator on this team.
All right, their first corner kick. See what they have. Again, some zonal defending there.
Looking at Liberty's keeper way out of the way. He's playing 40 yards out of the goal.
He's having a pretty good game so far. That last one was a for sure goal if he wasn't full stretch. Slide tackle is always a very risk-reward thing.
Right.
And I guess when you're right there at the midfield, you can do that. Well, they sub in some players. Dan, how did Manchester United do this weekend?
Yeah, I had to go there. I will. One thing I did, even though I'm not a Brighton had a 3-minute span of possession where they had 50 passes in a row strong.
Holy.
And it ended with a goal. So
doesn't get much better for that than that.
I mean, from my point of view, it was a terrible game. But from a soccer point of view, it was a good game.
A little left-footed chip. Finds Menke, who throws a shoulder or an elbow. Get the ball out wide. It's going to be a tough one as they cross it. It's going to be in people's eyes. It's a good trap. Left foot, strong. Another shot on goal. Yeah, go until they blow the whistle, right?
Yeah, I think, definitely. Liberty stopped playing because I thought there was going to be a PK called there.
But they, you don't really play advantage when a PK is involved, do you, Dan?
Never. Absolutely not. I've never seen a defensive team stop playing. I've seen the offensive team stop playing when a perceived PK is in play.
Correct. Menke again seems to be the point man. Out to, looks like number 10. Ava Carquito. Nice one touch from Ahmed. Over to Aiden Baumier. Wouldn't be a regular day if I don't mess up one kid's name. We had him.
Yeah, you did. Don't know why that name made me think of Gordon Bombay from the Mighty Ducks.
We could get off on tangents, Dan, couldn't we?
I wish my thoughts didn't always get put out into the ether.
All right, wind's picking up a little bit. Let's see if teams can take advantage of it. Fly a little bit further than you think, or farther than you think.
How about an extra 80 yards of flight?
Yeah, I know. Did you see that?
Roll. That's crazy.
Let's see how this goes into the wind here on this. Nope, smart decision.
Yep.
Out to number 12. That's Dylan Scarmack. Number 11 with it. Seems to be a key player here on the south side. That's Steven Gutierrez. He's a freshman. Nicely done by their keeper.
Yep. Oh. That's in the back of the net right
Oh.
there. A mistake from the keeper who tried he tried directional punting it to his defender. And unfortunately mishit it.
Of all the good plays he's had and the shots he's kept out, you never want to see a player make a mistake that leads to that.
No. And can't see the number. Mineral Ridge is right forward up there.
Okay.
One touch volleyed that over his head. That was good contact right there. So he did a good job of taking advantage of that mistake from Liberty.
He's got to turn around sooner or later. We can see his number. Give him some accolades for making a nice shot.
Number 8.
Number 8. Sophomore Brandon Komsa. Well, that's as good as a free kick as you'll get right there, right? It kicked right to you with no defenders around you.
Yeah.
And I know as a coach for years, you and I both, that can completely throw off a game plan that you had going into a team that might have more wins than you in this season.
Right.
So you game plan for keeping it close, keeping it low, maybe scoring the first one and seeing what you want to do next.
Yeah. To quote Mike Tyson, everyone's got a plan until you get punched in the mouth.
Lots of speed. Ahmed on the right side. He handles that ball well
Right.
for being a first-year keeper. Is he palming it? I think he was.
If you're Liberty, looks like Ahmed's their best scoring option going forward. You got to figure out a way to get him the ball more often in dangerous areas. 2-0-1 there if they hurried.
Yeah, they're trying to hit it out wide to him. It's a good touch in. Left foot, that's going in. Goal, Ahmed.
Oh, how about that? It's an excellent turn in. Left-footed shot. Nice placement, good patience on that shot right there. Didn't force anything. Nothing the goalkeeper could have done right there.
No, absolutely not. He trapped it inside. Not a single touch or a bit of energy was wasted on that one. All right, at least it's not a 0-0 tie. We got a 1-1 tie. But I don't think that's going to stand for much longer. Do you, Dan?
Completely agree with you.
Like we said, both teams like to keep possession, and almost kind of on cue, Dan. You were right there on it, trying to get the ball to Ahmed. Let him get a goal in.
See if this gives a little more pep and Liberty step after that mistake earlier. So Shingard just went flying in the air.
I believe so. Someone will grab it. Now, are they allowed to play with that one? Do they, if she goes near the ball, they got to stop it?
I don't believe there's a rule against that.
Yeah, it doesn't
But-
happen often.
No.
It's now collected and put in the right spot, almost. I did notice the turf is fairly new. It has a little bit of a slip to it.
Right.
So you might see some people gliding a little bit.
It's a nice little, I don't want to say little facility, but it's a nice facility.
Oh, it's,
Middle Ridge here has.
they've got all types of grass fields in the back. You see middle school and probably freshman football practicing on it. Gale Force winds coming at us.
Luckily, I've got a sturdy base, so I'll be all right.
I have a feeling we're not going to see a lot of calls from either referee. I think they just kind of want to let them play a little bit here tonight,
Right.
which is good until it isn't.
Everything's good until this.
Das Boot.
There it is.
Yeah. I think I'm getting better at not hitting it every time.
That's, admitting you have a problem is the first step towards recovery. Liberty makes their first sub of the game. I do like if we'll see it next time the ball gets in Liberty's end. They have sponsorship like backstops behind the goal. Stop the ball from rolling wide and rolling all the way out of the way. I like that.
That's always a tough position to play out of, is facing your own goal along a sideline, pressure right on your back.
I think every single foul I've seen called, the infringer, that's the technical official word I'm calling it now, always goes over there and shakes a hand.
Yeah. You got to love that because, some players have to be angry at the other team to really get into it.
Right. Was that Michael Jordan used to make up fake?
Yeah. He used to say that they said good game to him or something. And then he took offense to that. Sorry, Dan. All right, we're hitting the lull in the game, and it looks like Merrick Sierra's wasting a little time legally, I should say. But yeah, that gets caught up in the wind. That's not going anywhere. As a coach, home field, you got that first to get in under and then kind of play back.
Right.
Ooh, that's a heck of a shot.
Yeah.
Not a handball, hit him right in the back.
Right. Definitely hit him in the back. You can tell by the way he's bent over holding his back right now.
Komsa, that was a good look for him earlier before the shot. Ahmed Ahmed has it, trying to get behind the defender. Does. He saw an opening, but that was well guarded by the keeper.
Yeah, it's an ambitious effort, but
I always say that's a tired shot. I'm not going to put any more effort. I'm so tired. Just get it off my foot.
And to your point, he's bent over. Yeah. Getting some wind right now.
Yeah. Looks like a couple of the Liberty players are. Talking to their coaches, they were ecstatic about us being here today. Getting a little bit of exposure here. Maybe you play a little faster than you normally do when the lights are on.
Yeah, these are not two teams that we typically talk about a whole lot because they're not one of the top teams in the area, but they definitely – it's good to see the talent level in other schools and see some players we may not have noticed had we not been here.
Couldn't have said it better, Dan.
Thank you. Thank you, Tim.
It's my one compliment of the season. Take it or leave it.
I just like how the school in this facility is kind of – it's in a neighborhood, but it's all the way back out of a neighborhood. Right off a main drag. You can't see it down a hill.
You know what this kind of reminds me of? Hubbard has something similar to this, where there's houses that you could just look out your back window and there's a game going on the turf.
Yeah, same thing with Girard. They have that as well.
And St. Thomas Aquinas?
Yeah.
I said that'd be awesome to go have a patio party and just watch the game from afar. It was also 104 degrees that day, so everyone was just happy to be out.
Ever seen people pour their water down their shoes to keep their feet from melting?
That was a first and last.
Yeah.
We're 16 minutes left in the half.
It's a good punt right there.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of help of the wind, but...
Like you said earlier, I think if you're Mineral Ridge, you try to use that to your advantage this first half.
Yep.
Then you got to play it on the ground in the second half.
Yes. And knowing that and trying to get up a couple goals early and sitting back and letting it be that way.
This has definitely been a game of momentum, too. It started out with Liberty in the beginning, putting some pressure on. Then Mineral Ridge came down and scored, and they had the ball on Liberty's end, and Liberty got the ball back and scored. And hasn't been a whole lot of back and forth. It's just been sustained pressure from both teams for a little period of time.
Luke Porter throws it in to number 4, Andrew Gilly. Not the touch he wanted, I'm sure. It looks like a little confusion on the Mineral Ridge side. They had everybody running in different directions. That's a great ball back. Does he have speed to get to it? Wants to get it back on a strong foot. Does. I'm hoping, though, for he is offsides. Thank God they didn't let him run that 40 yards, possibly have a collision. I like the way that he just called that.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more with you. I think we talk about it once a game because it comes up once a game. But well done by the ref.
Yes.
I hope they recognize that and start doing that more often.
Correct. Like, it's clear cut. He has it. There's no – he's making a play on the goal, on the ball. There's no question about it.
That boot looked like it got cut short about 15 yards by the wind.
Yeah. Like a
it's
kite.
Almost a DOS boot.
Yeah,
just being a boot.
It's like a kite flying up there. right, let's see if with the wind at his back, he's got driver in hand. Bunkers on the right.
It's going to bounce.
Just a little bit more. Mineral Ridge would have had it. Nicely done. Outside wide.
I thought she was onside.
Yeah,
that
as
time.
did I. He's got a better angle than us, though. Offsides was number 10, Ava Carquito.
As the sun comes down, it's getting hard to see what I'm looking at here on the camera, so I do apologize.
Yeah, me too. A good touch by the woman with the the photographer. "13 minutes left to go."
Right
Yeah.
now, it looks like if I was a betting man, I would bet this was thrown was for Liberty. That's who I see around the ball right now.
Yes. Oh. Some type of infraction. Might have stepped on the field.
Oh, they weren't done subbing yet. So we can give the old redo.
Redo.
Yeah.
Little reprieve for number 24. That's Luke Porter again. He's probably thrown the ball in a dozen times already today.
Yeah.
That's not what you want. Number 13 on the recovery there, getting kicked right in the legs. That was Brandon Testa. Uh-oh. Left foot. Money. Ahmed with the second goal with 12 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the first half.
That was another left-footed shot, left-footed volley, and I believe that went top net on that.
Very good call, Daniel.
Top net is the best net.
Could be a goal of the year nominee, too.
Right. Again, second goal Liberty scored. The Middle Ridge's goalie had no chance of stopping.
Seemed like he was in the right spot, but a good shot, good offense beats good defense every day of the week. No?
Nah.
No, it does. There'll be a fist fight in the booth, folks.
I'll make sure I turn the camera on mirror then.
Yeah, just a little bit offsides. That high line, that offsides trap they're doing.
That's something I probably wouldn't try to do in this half with the ball rolling as far as it is right now with the wind at their back, but it's been working for them, so
Yeah.
we might have criticized it. Looks like Middle Ridge is starting to do the same thing. Should have condensed this game into a 20-by-20 field.
And it's going to see who's faster than whom. 20 on the ball. It's Aiden Minke, freshman. Is that a corner kick?
No, it would be a throw in just outside that.
Gotcha.
You do need glasses.
Well, I looked down for a second. I will say I do appreciate coaches that put their rosters in numerical order.
Yep. Always thought about numerical order, seniority, or
Like by freshman, sophomore, junior, senior.
or alphabetical order. I always know numerical order now.
Yeah. That's especially for announcers.
So many throw-ins on this side, both teams.
That's Trenton Long.
Oh.
It just seems like no matter what happens, the ball goes to a Liberty player.
Right.
The soccer gods are smiling down on them.
It feels like when Middle Ridge gets backed up into their defensive end, they kind of defend with, they kind of don't have a whole lot of depth. So when they win the ball back, they clear it up. There's not a whole lot of options going forward with it in transition.
Talking to both coaches, discipline to their position, their shape seemed to be something that they wanted to focus on in today's game. Good ball out. Goal scorer gets a poke on it. Cleared outside. Game seems like it's going fast today, Dan.
Yeah, we've had some offense. Good chance on goal.
Gives it a
Yeah.
shot. Goes
Yeah.
across.
Could be from us constantly battling these gale force winds up here.
I mean, if I had a cot, I'd be asleep right now. Nicely won. Going to look for the player in the center. Unfortunately, goes to the two-time goal scorer.
Yeah, the coach telling his team to stay on the 50.
Yeah, trying to stay up, shorten this field. Keep the pressure on him.
Now, as a coach, when I would notice a team playing a super high line like that, I would have my players start their runs 10 yards behind them. That way when they start to doing that, they're running straight on.
Absolutely, or possibly have your forward checking too and have your midfielders making the
Right.
runs. Probably the same thing you just said, just a different detail.
Yep. We're thinking the same thing.
That can't be.
Middle Ridge has a player down on one knee. I don't know if it's injury or
I believe so.
yeah.
They're going to stop the clock with 8 minutes and 24 seconds left to go. Looks like number 69, Logan Menke. Nice shot. Saved. It's the fifth shot on goal for the Rams. Agree to disagree. But again, he's got the better angle. He looked up and saw it.
I'm on your side, though.
Look at this line for
Yeah.
Liberty here. They're holding 50.
Oh, man.
This, I mean, as long
Start your run at the 45 and just go.
track meet.
Get ready to move this camera real fast. Actually, I can keep the whole. I got every single player in the frame right now.
That probably doesn't happen a lot.
Ever. There we go. A little bit too much.
Yeah. I like the fact they didn't play it directly down the center. They tried to
Yeah.
play it out to an outside a little bit.
For what it's worth, I see a parent on Middle Ridge's side over there wearing a Cleveland Browns jersey.
Yeah.
To that, I reply, "Go Steelers."
They I am neither Browns nor Steelers, so I'm neutral in this. I'm Switzerland. Nice quick throw. He just wasn't ready for it. It's the right decision there. Goal kick for the Leopards. Under 6.5 to go. It's a 2-1 game. Goals by Ahmed and Ahmed at the 22-minute and 15-minute. I like that. It's like New York, New York.
Normally,
So
everyone
nice.
else would have said 2 goals scored by Ahmed, but you said his name twice in a row.
He seems.
I do wonder how much the Sun is playing in Middle Ridge's disadvantage on their defensive end.
Yeah, because they're looking kind of. It's
Yeah.
not exactly 50-50 on the side. Good ball. 17 can square up, get a pass. This could be dangerous. And
Found
it
that
is.
gap.
Ooh.
Good recovery right there from Middle Ridge's
Das
defender.
Boot.
While the ball's out, I can see probably to Portage County from here. Right? You can see for just about forever. I feel like I'm at Geneva on the Lake.
This isn't too far from my house.
No? Tell your kids look out the window and wave. We might see them. Not what you want to do, but corner kick for Liberty. It's their second of the game. Let's see if they can get some more off-the-ball movement there. Liberty does look like they're gassed a little bit.
Yeah, they haven't. I think they've only made 2 subs this half. It's a decent ball coming in.
Yeah, he almost had it. He did the turn, hit it with the back of your head. Good trap by number 18. Nate Malone. That's a tough position to be in as like one of the lone strikers when they've got 3-4 guys back and you're trying to battle for the ball at the 50-yard line.
Right.
You don't have any momentum. You don't have any space. You can't look up and make a ball.
Everybody has some space. That's a good pass right there.
Ooh, if he gets
Finding
around
Malone.
him. Could be. The argument could be made for obstruction there.
Yeah, I would not have made that call. I see what you're saying, but
I agree. I wouldn't have made that call either. I remember the first couple times playing on turf, you just couldn't get the ball to settle. It felt like it bounced forever.
that's back when we there's only 1 or 2 places that had turf when we played. Such an anomaly.
Yeah.
Couldn't wait all year to play at those places. Couldn't wait to have those rubber pieces in my shoe the rest of the season.
I remember Canton Central Catholic had it first.
I think about that, and I think about the Mr. Hero stop for us on the way home.
Yeah.
Our coach owned a Mr. Hero out there.
Oh, God.
Rigo Castillo.
Rio Castillo.
The old Roman burger. Week's worth of calories in one meal.
This could be a shot. If he gets through, this could be impressive. No. Under 3 minutes to go, 2-1 Liberty.
One thing that I like about that right there, well, he wasn't putting moves on him, but he was just feigning.
Yeah.
Fake shot.
Sometimes it's the simple stuff. A lot of times, actually, it's the simple stuff that gets you there.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear a whistle?
Yes.
Okay.
They're
Heard it again. Sorry.
I'm picking up what you're putting down now.
All right, what's your halftime speech then if you're the Liberty coach?
I'd say try to keep smothering them in the middle of the field. Try to find Ahmed with more space. I think if you're Middle Ridge, second half, you may man mark him. You may dedicate more players. If that's the case, try to find players off the ball with more space.
It's a great turn, but
2 minutes and a half, 2 minutes.
I think the high line has been working. We'll see if it continues to work. A lot of those balls that Middle Ridge played through, they ended up being too long. Second half, it may be slow up for them, so they may find a way through.
yeah, and the ball just kind of ran out.
Yeah.
That normally doesn't. Wind pushing it, I'm sure.
So what would you say to Middle Ridge, Tim?
Middle Ridge, I would just say, keep doing what we're doing. Let's try to find a little bit more connectiveness, some more passes, small, before we try to make that long ball or that through ball in.
Right.
And always know where number 10 is at all times from Liberty.
Right. Also, if you're Liberty, you'd tell them, Middle Ridge's goal came off of a major mistake in the back. Limit the mistakes, and then it's going to be a lot harder. Middle Ridge hasn't had a whole lot of offense this last 15, 20 minutes. That's because they haven't been given the ball a whole lot.
Correct. Here we go. We got some space. Oh, he had him. He's trying to find that pass. He was open. Less than a minute left. A little bit of a scrum in front of the goal.
Ahmed coming all the way back to clear that up.
Good communication. Sorry, Dan, what were you saying?
I thought for sure he was going to smack that.
Is that an Akon reference, Dan? Uh-oh. Had to be one there. If
Yep.
it didn't, you had an army of leopards there. I wonder what a group of leopards is called. Not an army, I'm sure.
Death.
Yeah, I think the wind kept that up a little bit. If that goes the other way, it's could be a goal. All right, we're here at halftime. 2-1.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, they blew the whistle early. 2-1 Liberty over Mineral Ridge. We'll be back in a moment. right, as we come back from halftime, about 30 seconds left. Dan, what do you think of the first half?
I think there was a lot more action. Not that I was anticipating a slow-moving first half, but I think both teams had some good looks. Both teams had a lot of positive things. Both teams made mistakes that are easily fixable at halftime.
Mm-hmm. I think also each goal was well placed.
Yes.
A little more so on the Liberty side, but I like seeing good offense. Everyone wants to see those highlight plays, and they definitely had them in the first half.
I was going to say it was more placement over power, but Ahmed's second goal was definitely placement and power.
Correct.
Off of volley, so I can't really say that.
So as it sits right now, we have Liberty 2, Mineral Ridge 1. Mineral Ridge went up 1-0 with a goal from Brandon Komsa, excuse me. And right after, about a minute or two after, Ahmed put his first in, 22-minute mark, and again at the 12-minute mark. So both teams looking to get back and put the ball in the back of the net. Both teams looking to try to use this win to their advantage or deal with it as they have to.
Right. If you're Mineral Ridge, you're going to try to make somebody else beat you the second half. It's very evident who Liberty's best attacking threat is going forward. I would try to figure out a way to take him out of the game as much as you can, either bracket him, man in front, man behind, whatever it may be, but make somebody else beat you. And you still got to commit enough numbers going forward. You're going to, because you need at least a tying goal, if not 2 goals, to try to take a lead.
Absolutely. So if you can commit 2 players to him at all times, that you're comfortable that they can get the job done, everybody else is just,
Right. That's all they got to do.
That's
take
all
2
they gotta
players
do.
out of the game and try to score.
Take 2 players out of your 11 and commit them completely to 1 player, and then you're good. You can play a man down.
Right.
Getting ready for kickoff, switching sides. I'd have to imagine that part of the comment from Coach Brookbank is that use the wind to your advantage. Let it sail up there. It's going to go a little bit further than you think. Make it happen.
Yeah. I would actually almost play instead of playing a high line, I'd play the sweeper if I was Mineral Ridge. That way it kind of cleans everything. And it looks like that's what they're doing. Are you kidding me?
I don't know which came first, the chicken or the egg on that one.
Yeah. Yeah, that way it just kind of cleans everything up. Anything that may get through, you have someone there to sweep it away.
Yeah. Nicely won on the outside. Left-footed at that. Up to number 9, Jared Merrick Sierra. I'm going to guess that he is a relative of Tyler Merrick Sierra. Just an educated guess.
That's probably a very good, educated guess. Looks like number 21, the defender for Mineral Ridge, took a header to her mouth. It never feels good.
Mm-mm. One again, just outside. Is it going to be a ground roll double?
This will be our 57th throw-in on this side of the field.
Yeah, and that cleats on track is never a good thing.
No.
But you know what it is, Dan? Is the voice modulator on this system.
So I could talk like this all game long.
Boy. Do you see my excited face?
Yeah, I've only seen that a couple times this year. 13, that's a great through ball in.
It's a good run.
Ooh, yeah, then it's a little bit of an unnecessary hit there. They already won the ball.
Yeah, I was gonna say you already won the ball. No need for the foul. That was an obvious foul.
Going down there, Steven Gutierrez.
I don't know if he did it on purpose, but
The clock's still running. They haven't stopped it yet.
okay.
We're going to let it
Oh,
fly
we're
until this. There we go. Now the signal's there to stop the clock. Don't think that's the official signal, but okay. 2 minutes in.
You ever been to Kalahari?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I have not. I've been to Great Wolf Lodge.
Same thing. If anybody ever poops in the pool, that is the signal they give.
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
bite. How do you know that, Dan?
Because I've been there and that has happened. And
you see
gotta-
people walking around like making an X with their arms.
They blow the whistle, they exit up, then they scuba dive down and get it. That kind of takes the fun out of Kalahari
Yeah,
right
it
there.
does.
You'll never get this sort of insight anywhere else.
Nope. There he got up. We're clapping for him.
Yep.
That's number 11, freshman, Steven Gutierrez. He's a starter. They got a ball in a great area, but it looks like Liberty's had a long time to set it up. Got a 3-man wall. Usually you get a 4 in this situation here, but
Right.
left-footed kick coming from number 13, Brandon Testa.
100% going near post on this shot right here, especially being an in-swing. Looks like Liberty's moving over a little bit.
Yeah.
I even like to have a player behind.
Yeah.
I've never seen it. I don't know if it's on.
I don't think it's on purpose. I
That's
think that they
good
just
enough.
don't know what to do right now.
They also have an open spot if they play it right off the wall. You see,
Yeah, he's
Right side of the
open.
wall,
They could
yeah.
play it right to him.
if you're taking this right here, that's a hard thing to pass up.
Just couldn't get down on the ball. It's pretty well hit, though.
Right. From that spot right there, it's a hard thing to pass up is that shot.
Dangerous play again. Looks like Middle Ridge coming out with a little pep in their step.
Right.
Maybe seeing one of their players get hit like that does it.
I think if you're Middle Ridge, you realize if you put their back line under a little bit of pressure, they will give the ball up. You just got to get the ball down there to make it happen. But
And I think there is some merit to what you said about being eyes into the sun there.
yeah,
They are pressuring a little bit more in the first 3 minutes of the second half as they did in the last 10 minutes of the first.
and this sustained pressure has brought Ahmed from Liberty farther into the play to try to get the ball. And that's if you're Middle Ridge, that's what you want to have to force them to do.
Yeah, good offense is the best defense. Keep him up there occupied, and you don't have to worry about him being down scoring goals. I was waiting for a Das boot.
Something I've always thought about. This is random thought. Mascots and team nicknames.
Yeah.
Is there some validity that comes from that, or is that just what they find that they want to be nicknames? Do you have to go with the names?
So do you think that they had some Rams here, and they're like, oh, we should be called the Rams?
Yeah, my pea brain definitely went there when I
No,
thought that.
I see. You would always yell at me for having these odd, intrusive thoughts. Ooh, good ball in. Just wide. But yeah, like Ursuline, there were a lot of Irish people on the north side.
Right.
Maybe that had something to do with it.
There's a lot of lightning here. The champion Golden Flashes.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I would like to know that. Now, I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight now. Thanks, Dan. Gives it Das boot. That's a pretty good kick for
Yeah.
being into the wind. He kept it low driving.
See Liberty's side line still there.
And
I
they
think
just
Middle Ridge might be onto something. Play the ball wide, the diagonal ball in misdirection, and then make the secondary ball.
so when everyone's staring at the ball like, oh, it's not near me, it's over there, and
Yeah.
then boom, in it goes.
Just like what you said with your runs coming forward by your mids and having your forwards being your target man.
Yeah, so hit it up to your forward, let him go on the outside and play it up. Yeah, good. Good decision, guys. Coach Ted Gadosh also coached for Soccer Vision Academy. He's a year-round coach. Probably see something he saw that he liked.
I think he's the head D3 coach.
The assigner or the state voter or whatever they
Yep.
call that. I think you're right as well. Just seems like both teams, it's like watching hockey a little bit. Both teams just can't get a control on the
Right.
ball, but they're so close at all times.
Yeah, you can see the ideas are there. The execution's lacking a little bit. That's a good ball in.
It's Jared Merrick Sierra, number 9, chasing it down. Yeah, that definitely got killed by the wind. Number 2, Gianna Fisher.
Nice give and
Control.
go.
Just a little bit out in front of her. Talking to Liberty coach Brookbank, he said that they did have a Liberty girls team last year, and possibly the year before, but it was absolved and it was absorbed into the boys team here, so dealing with both.
I see a reflection of sunlight on number 4.
Yeah, I do
What is
too.
that from?
I believe it's the stands. I've been noticing it was down on the track earlier.
Yeah. Thought maybe it was coming from off this camera.
That'd be something. Look, they got it again right
Is
there.
that a death ray? Archimedes' death ray.
That's exactly what that is. Oh,
That's a Mythbusters reference right there.
I'm waiting for one game where they go to clear the ball and it comes all the way to us in the booth.
I will catch it if it's heading my way. You're on your own.
If it is anywhere near the ledge, it's all yours. And they're very close, like playing the way you face 1-2 touch. That's well done.
Mm-hmm.
This could be trouble. Squirted out wide.
You can see what the high line's doing for Liberty. It's condensing the center of the field, giving Middle Ridge less space to try to find less space and less time on the ball, find that pass through.
But I think that, I don't know, I think if they were one more goal up, they would abandon that and play back.
Right.
2 goals up, definitely. It's good.
He definitely got ball, but it's 100% from behind, which is going to be called every time.
Yeah.
Never used to be a foul.
No, that was if you got ball, you could murder the player in front of you. but but if nowadays they want to protect the players, which I think it's a good rule that even if you do get ball, if you're creating a little more contact than is necessary by going through the player afterwards.
Right. Just nip it in the butt, because how often from behind would you actually get the ball first? It's a very low success rate.
Agreed.
There it is. Let's wait for that.
That had to hurt.
Yeah.
He's got the Nike swoosh across his chest now. Nice throw. That's a good little 1-2 play.
I do have a funny story about somebody being blasted with the ball in one of my adult league games. The Adidas symbol and the stitching was in his chest.
Get out.
That was
Ooh, goal.
what a goal. Just chopping that up. It's number 8 again.
I think that's Brandon Komsa again, making his resume higher here for the player of the game. What are we, half an hour left in the second half?
And that came almost out of nowhere there. It was just kind of bouncing through. It was just asking to be struck through the goal, and he did that. He came in there and no doubt about it, put that ball in the back of the net.
Well played, well done. That you ever hear it called Uncle Mo, the momentum?
Yes.
I believe Uncle Mo just arrived for the Rams.
I think that pass right there from Liberty shows a little bit of frustration they're feeling. Number 11 from Middle Ridge checked back into the game, so that's
21.
the one who
I'm sorry, dude.
got hurt earlier on that penalty.
Gotcha. Number 21, Nora Schneider, has been playing very well out here on this side, locking it down. She's a freshman starter. They want to get that ball. They want to switch fields and do the right. That's a foul. They want to do the right thing over there, but they just can't get that last ball across the field.
Right.
A player down, thinking about it, wants to get up. Is that 18?
Yep.
That's Nate Malone. And no, Dan, no relation to Post. I just had a mental lapse for a second. I thought that Mineral Ridge was on the attack towards the left. And I'm like, oh, my God, they got everybody. This is going to be a goal for sure.
What are they doing?
Yeah, like, where the heck did all the defenders go? Smart play. Well done.
For Middle Ridge, we talked about it going into halftime, trying to take Ahmed out of the game. And he's done a great job by that, by stymieing Liberty, not giving them the ball.
And when he does, they collapse on him pretty quickly.
Right.
I'm sure Coach Ted, as he's fondly known, got away with one there. I'm sure he wished he would have had that earlier. Wrong button. As a player and a coach, I want to. You never want to have your player leave his feet or her feet, for that matter. You want to stay on the feet, play the game straight up. All right, a little confusion there. Number 4, getting ready to throw it in. Salma Korean. I lied. Number 5, let me guess, this is Long. Trenton Long with the long throw. And they got it up again. He'll trot himself up there. Now, Dan, in your theory about the mascots, now it's in my head. Are we saying that there's a lot of leopards in Liberty?
I mean, we could be running into issues now.
I think an alliteration works too.
Right.
You have the Badger
Liberty
Braves,
Leopards, yeah.
not the Badger Badgers.
I mean, Massillon Tigers, they had or have at one point in time the live tiger as their
Yeah,
mascot.
Bengal Tiger. They also do that thing that when babies are born in Massillon, they
Yeah.
get a little football for the Washington team.
And,
He's years offsides.
pom-poms for the girls. You're right, he was about 15 yards off sides right there.
That's always a weird thing when you're running down the field and you're like, "There's no one near me." You got to think to yourself, "Why is there nobody near me?" I do like the 5 o'clock start. I feel like there's less, pomp and
Right.
tradition to it, but
That was a good quick touch around.
outside of the foot pass.
Das Boot.
For Liberty here, Middle Ridge is pulling almost everybody back. Liberty's keeping 4 back. I would 1,000% at least push 2 of those 4 up.
Mm-hmm. Maybe they're number 8, Brandon Komsa. He's got some speed. And I believe 13, Brandon Testa has some speed that they maybe have to respect a little bit. I do know they play each other twice. This is a league match.
Is this the TAC conference?
I think it used to be.
Okay.
I think it's MVAC maybe,
Okay.
Mahoning Valley Athletic Conference. I in the off season I emailed the OHSAA to ask, "Do you have a list of where the conferences are and who's in them?" And they said, "Well, thanks for asking. We don't." It's a little shocking to
Yeah.
me.
Who would expect the governing body to not know or have a database of anything?
Yeah, I was a little bit shocked by that. But maybe they're in between systems. You know how everything works. It's not a bad ball. A little more pace on that. That would have been brilliant.
Wait, Middle Ridge is collapsing on Ahmed immediately when he gets around the ball.
Yeah. This now is Salma Korean. Oh, he's still got it there. Keeping it on this side. Keeps possession. That's well done by number 11. Steven Gutierrez, good to see him back
he's
on the
got-
field, but he was wide open if that
Yep.
pass got through. For as fast as the first half felt, that's how slow the second half has felt.
No disrespect, but I completely agree with you. It's
Yeah.
been more of a midfield battle.
Yes.
Doesn't mean it's a boring game.
No,
Just that
no,
There's not
no.
a whole lot of offensive action happening.
You know how much I love my offense. Can't live without it.
You really think a good offense beats a good defense?
I think they have the advantage of having the ball and possession. So they can dictate where they want to go. And defense is always going to be reactionary, even if just slightly.
Yeah. That's the opposite of what I would think.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying, though.
But, like, he has the ball. They have possession. They have control of where it's going.
I always like to set my defense up and make them go where I want you to go.
Yes, like kind of pressure from the middle, push them to a side, and kind of make sure
Right.
you always warm there. Number 6, Alex Rich. He's a captain. Trying to play it off the 13. He does a nice cutback. Oh, and he heads it. Just wide. That's a great play. Was
Yeah.
that 13?
Yep.
Brandon Testa, senior starter. Looks like he's Came up from a defensive position there.
Yeah, he plays either center mid or defensive mid. He's kind of everywhere, to be honest with you.
The DCM, the defensive center mid. Not to be confused with the cam.
Why you just say number 6 role?
Yeah.
I know you love that.
I do, but I think some people who are pretentious use it to like sniff their own farts.
That was it.
Yep. That was we enjoy our commentary, so I hope everybody else does. Yeah, look who's winning that. I take that back.
Yeah, Middle Ridge is just taking all air on the ball for Liberty going forward.
And they're attacking the flanks here.
Right.
They're getting a lot of width.
There it is.
Ooh. No, he was behind the
behind the ball.
ball.
See, we said at the same. We did. Not to pick on the referee, but he was about 5 yards behind the ball, so he didn't. I think he had in his head he was standing offside, so he just stood there till the ball was played to him. But
I think Liberty lucked out on that one there.
yeah,
Yep. You see that with look
There
at
it is
again,
again.
good sportsmanship. Man. You don't see that a lot.
no,
It's refreshing. If anyone's listening at home and they know these kids, whoever's raising them's doing a good job. All 5 of you.
I think that's a borderline bad throw.
Coming from the side like that.
Yeah,
I didn't even see it, but I know I saw it earlier in the game, so I can tell what you meant.
some referees are very much sticklers on that. Other ones don't seem to mind. I really don't care either way. But
Dan, who's throwing this in?
I'm gonna say it's long.
It is long.
throw.
Long with the long throw.
That play, 100%, you keep that in, right?
Yes, you go and you keep it there. Your kick is way better than your throw.
As he throws it to the penalty mark.
As he puts it there, and a great save. Zach Mowry.
That was Liberty's best chance of scoring of the half.
Yeah, this whole half. It's with 10 minutes in. 20 minutes in, excuse me. Ooh. Ooh.
Unfortunately for Gutierrez right there, I was watching him make those moves, and
So is
camera was
everybody
stuck-
else.
Yeah, and the camera was stuck at the 30-yard line.
It's all right. His team, the defense, everybody was just kind of watching. It was a thing of beauty. All right, we're 2-2 tie. We got both teams have multiple goal scorers in Ahmed and Brandon Komsa. Who are we looking at for player of the game?
Since they both have 2 goals, I'm canceling those 2, and I'm trying to think of who's made more of a mark on the game. I feel like Ahmed, as I say that,
Foul somebody.
or gets fouled. Yeah, well, as I was saying, I think that he's made more of a mark on the game. So I'm going to go there. So unless there's some amazing save or something else that happens.
Now this is where you put the goalie to the test. First year, looks a little bit off his line. He's out pretty good.
Win behind your back.
Put your head down.
4-man
No,
wall
he's chipping it.
to Ahmed.
He makes that. He gets player of the game. Ooh.
That was unreal that they even tried that. Because that wasn't a, let me chip it up and see what happens. That was a, I'm gonna chip it up
Planned.
for you to bite. I've never seen a planned bicycle kick other than Kent Roosevelt 2004 against us. when I was playing.
Was that when Andrew? I think he scored first. It was a playoff game, right?
Yeah. If Andrew Fontanarosa scored
Fontana
first.
Rosa.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of his name.
And I can't think of the kid from Kent Roosevelt, but he had a straight off a corner kick. The noise it made when it hit the crossbar is something that will live with me forever.
Best bicycle kick I've ever seen was not a goal, but it was Dave Brace in the alumni game years ago.
Completely agree.
I thought he broke the woodwork. It hit that metal corner so hard.
Yeah, I think when I pass away, that'll be one of the things that stick with me, flash before my eyes, because I don't forget that, and I bring that up all the time.
It's a great win here. That's a... God.
How did he hold on to that?
Check his gloves for sticking, people. That was a heck of a save.
That almost was Ahmed's third goal of the day with his left foot.
I was just about to hit the air horn button.
I thought he was going to do it again.
That's a lot closer than it should be.
Man.
Hitting a free kick from what, 25 yards out?
Yeah.
On a rope just over the bar? I'd say he's making his claim here. I'd say he
probably-
has...
Did he hear us talking here?
Can anyone hear us talking?
Unfortunately, they can.
No, but at the end of the game, stick around for the end of the game. When we do player of the game, we're going to try to do it live today. We got some new equipment with a microphone that's wireless. We'll see how that goes. Just couldn't get that off to his left foot.
Yeah, I think you were talking about Uncle Mo earlier. I think Uncle Mo's starting to go the other way now.
I agree, especially after getting that equalizing goal.
It was
Long.
long run to throw it in.
Trenton Long sprinting 30 yards to throw it 30 yards.
I thought 17 was going to catch that.
Do you know what they're doing, though?
What's that?
They are parking the bus. They got 10 behind the ball almost at all times.
That is a very high quality sound.
Yeah. Thank you, whoever I downloaded that from.
Look at Ahmed right now. He's got 3 players on him. As I said, he kind of gets off.
No, I hear you. What do you think happens more in a game? Throw-ins or passes?
Well, if the answer is not passes, we got serious issues. But this is probably the closest it's ever been.
I agree.
And not because of the issues. I think the wind's playing a part in it a little bit.
I also agree. Wind, sun, you name it. Now, remember in the first half where we said that Liberty was kind of looked like they were gassed. They had their hands on their knees. They're tired.
Right.
No. It looks like that's what Mineral Ridge has right now. Some people are tired. Some people's heads are down, walking slow.
And Mineral Ridge has been chasing the ball for the past 7 minutes. And it's weird. It's when you run forward without an attack, it doesn't seem to take a whole lot out of you. When you chase the ball defensively, it just wears you down. I never understood why. You're still running without the ball.
Corner kick must have come off a deflection. It's a nice feint. Nice coming back the other way. He's got some speed. She can get up the line. Well done.
That's a good touch in the space right there.
Yeah, is that 11 Gutierrez? Yeah. And this is a great job of slowing up the attack to get your numbers up and help you out. And not just be 1-on-4.
If I'm a coach, I go and show my team that right there. Because a lot of times you teach defending. It's not always about winning the ball. It's about what you just explained, slowing it down, waiting for your numbers to get back. Because you don't always have to win the ball to play good defense. And Long just showed that right there.
You know what's really funny?
Huh.
Is I was talking about the offense. Him slowing down, letting his team get up in the attack.
Right.
It's funny how we see the same thing 2 different ways. But you're absolutely right. That was a great job on defending, just slowing it down, letting people get back into place. Both teams.
It is perspective, and that's wow, because I thought for sure you were talking about defense right there.
That is. Got a whistle here.
Handball.
Handball. It looked like on Ahmed. You know, saying the name Ahmed over and over reminds me of Ahmet Olgun, the former coach at Boardman back in the, I don't know, 05 to 15 maybe, 05 to 13 maybe.
of the club players I used to play with was Omar. He played for Warren Harding.
Yeah, he was pretty good.
Very good. Him and his brother. Brother's name was Basil.
I don't think that's what they wanted to do with it.
No. There's a little miscommunication there. 13 minutes left. Is there a goal left in this game?
We all hope so, but yeah, I think there is. I think just on the stance of as the game goes on, players are becoming more tired,
Right.
and a mistake is bound to happen. You never want to see one person make a mistake and it go directly towards a goal.
Right. I think there's been a lot of happen circumstance in the middle of the field, but the offensive chances both teams have had have been excellent scoring chances. As they may not be coming with a lot of frequency, they're good when they're there. It's quality over quantity.
Yep. Here we go. But again, 2 defenders on him at all times. Seems like Logan Menke is always in the mix there. I think they had him up top earlier in the game. It looks like they pushed him back to defender. That might be part of the strategy.
Right.
Stay more defensive. What was that?
Sound of the deep doo-doo bird.
Now, notice he's doing that same thing.
Your guess is as good as mine right there.
Okay.
Referee must have saw something from 30 yards away that I didn't see.
Especially on the opposite half of that, he has kind of domain over.
You can tell just by the players from Ridge not knowing what's going on either.
Yeah.
A lot of times if there's a foul and it's questionable, at least one person sees it.
Yes. But I think that he did that thing where you step on the line with a little bit of your toe on the field, which is allowed. That is a legal play.
Right.
As long as a part of both of your feet is touching the line. So you can have both heels on the line, the rest of your foot on the field. It's still a legal throw-in. I think we talk about that every third game or so. You hear him calling for it. Ooh. In the box.
It was in the box.
That's a PK.
I bet you they put it on the outside of the box.
I don't know.
If I was a man, I'd stand inside the box.
He has just walked out from the box. There's going to be a little bit of a conversation here between referees. Dan, you called it.
Yeah.
Far be it to influence the outcome of the game. But it is in a dangerous position. I'm surprised Ahmed doesn't take these free kicks.
Right.
Although
His corner kicks are good.
In warm-ups, number 17, Aiden Baumier, had a rocket for a leg.
Yeah, he was ripping him in there.
And this exact goal here. So let's see if he puts his head down, chips it.
Finds him.
Oh. That was close to several things. Close to him singing alto for the rest of his life. And close to a goal.
You're absolutely right.
But you got to get him an A for effort. I think that he definitely has more of a influence of the game than number 8, Brandon Komsa, for the Mineral Ridge Rams.
Right.
I'm not saying Komsa's not having a good game. I'm just saying it sounded like I was dogging him a little bit. I didn't want that.
No, I think what you're saying is, I think Ahmed's in more places to make plays. I think when the ball comes to number 8 from Mineral Ridge, he makes the play. He's just not around the ball as much as Ahmed is.
He's the finished product of
Yeah.
work behind him, whereas Ahmed seems to be doing all the work. Yeah, that momentum has definitely shifted. There's a little pep in the step of see, look, now number 11 is going to try to keep it and keep possession. Well played. And there's number 69 right there. Logan Menke. Yeah, he was back as defender. Now he's up in the attack. If they get a 1-2 touch here, it's a shot. Looking for number 2, Gianna Fisher, here on the near side. Just under 10 minutes left to go. While they're throwing this in, let's talk about our sponsors. Hopefully nobody scores in the meantime. North Jackson Hydraulics. Hold on a sec.
I thought that had eyes of getting in into space.
Nice dummy ball. North Jackson Hydraulics, Baird Brothers, Armstrong Cable, Abaco Foundry, Allstate with Robert Fusco, Bodine Perry, Packer Thomas, and Papa John's. We want to thank all of our sponsors for helping us bring this game today to you. Anyone that wants to be a sponsor, we still have opportunities available. Go to our website, email us, contact us on social media. You could be a game sponsor. You could be a sponsor gold level, silver level, bronze level. You could be our shirt sponsor for our showcase game, which will probably be November 12th, possibly at Boardman High School. Or you could just want to help us out. You have 20 bucks in your pocket. You want to help us bring the game to you. You're sitting at home in your comfortable couch watching these two teams battle to a 2-2 tie so far. We do have anything you need to help us.
Help you.
Yeah.
Glad I could have my 2 cents at the very end.
I was on a bit of a tangent there.
Oh, that was well said.
I had to land that plane sometime
It
soon.
wasn't a word salad by any means. It was well said.
Holy throw. Ooh. Oh, yeah, it's Grace. Never mind. Excuse me. I saw it didn't go over the black line. I'm like, man, but the gray line's about a yard or two short. Ball's played early. Is it in? Got a player on here. As he's blinded by the light.
What's the next line?
Nope.
Okay.
Looks like they're subbing over there. Again, odd thought. Think we're getting tan lines here with these things on our head. These
My hat's about all the way down.
are pretty good.
You might be.
Oh, this is dangerous.
2-on-1. If you're middle ridge right there, you are breathing a sigh of relief that he took that shot.
Dodged a bullet.
Yep. I think that was Malone on the outside there.
Yeah. If he passes that in, gives Ahmed his hat trick, puts them up 3-2. We have just over 6 minutes left to go in the game. Level pegging here. I hear that in my FIFA game a lot.
That must mean you don't win a whole lot.
Das Boot.
Yeah, no, that's solid point. It's accurate. My son has killed me in FIFA Mobile. I just don't have the players.
Luckily, that's my only avenue where I could still play the game at a high level because I'm using my thumbs and brain.
That's a great punch out. We got to check on that story. There's no way that kid's only playing goalie for 1 year. That's textbook punch out right there.
Right.
Knew that was coming. That should be a foul on the defense, twice over. Yeah, you're entitled to your spot, but he met him and didn't get anywhere near the ball, which would have been a great tactical foul. I think that might have been what he was going for. Now this is where it could get dangerous. This is where I'd have number 6, this left-footed kid. I'd have him all the way up there in the center. I'd get it.
Yep.
Get everybody up there, put my fastest players and say, go get it.
Not what they're looking for there.
No. But this is. Oh.
Oh, man.
Had me fooled for a second. It was an
Had him
outswinger.
fooled. Had him fooled, too.
Ooh, in the
That's
box.
I think he's going to put this. He's got his hand going forward like it's out of the box, but that was.
That's 100% in the box. This is a PK.
Let's go put it on the line if I was middle ridge right here. Wow.
I guess if you do it on one end, you have to do it on the other, right?
Yeah. But if you're middle ridge right there, you are 1,000% just running up, putting it on the line. Let me zoom in a little bit again.
Yeah, we got under 4 minutes left to go. This could be the difference in the game. This might have been that mistake that you make.
Right.
The other team just has to take advantage of it. I'd ask for 10.
There's a hole right there. Good save.
Oh, good save again.
And that was number 8 right there for middle ridge. I think that came off. That's Scott Sterling. I think it came off his face. The rebound.
That's a heck of a defensive play by the keeper. 0-1. Stepping up. Tyler Merrick Sierra. That's a heck of a save by him. It's a good ball in. Good head. Corner kick. Not again. Goal kick.
From middle ridge right there, you're knocking on the door. You feel like you probably should have had one. Yeah, you had 2 excellent opportunities on goal right there. Is that going to take all the momentum out of their sails?
Yeah. Which team do you mean, Dan?
Middle ridge, because you're so close to scoring.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, because you were there, you had the chance, and now it's just like, oh, we're back to square one.
Das Boot.
Ooh, little studs up slide there.
It's gotta be.
A lot of just can't get the ball on your foot long enough to make a pass.
Right.
Everything's are dinks and dunks. Oh,
Trying for one of their own.
that is an ambitious attempt.
Oh. That made a noise.
Was that? I swear I heard like a
Yeah.
clunk
2 minutes
coming
and a
from
half.
it.
2 minutes.
Now this is where the frenzy happens.
Yeah.
2-2 tie. Everyone's gonna scream. We've heard more action right now than we have all game.
I don't know what we're waiting on here.
I think he's just trying to waste some time and did a great job of it.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yep.
I'll let me be the sound effect. With this high line, and ooh, that's unfortunate. With this high line, anything can happen. Like, he's going to push it outside. Every defensive player is going to push that outside. No way will they ever turn it in. And I don't know why attackers just don't go stop that.
Right.
Make them turn it in. Like you said before, put them where you want them to be. I think Long has about 350 passing yards today.
He's got it on edge there for a second.
He's got him, but keeper also has him. This can be a collision. No, he's inside the box. But he gave it Das Boot.
Stop the clock. He's going to get up. It's not really a whole much of a...
Clock is running. We're down to 21 seconds, and he stop it there. Gives the Kalahari poop signal. I hope Ahmed Ahmed's okay. Looks like he took a bit of a spike there going into the challenge. That's one where you got to make an executive decision. Live to fight another day.
Right.
Kind of bring the landing gear up and get out of the way.
And if you're Liberty, Ahmed's going to have to come out now because they stopped the clock for him. That's the one person you want to make sure you have in.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's a lot of rules going into substituting. Is that one of those words that you say 100 times and it just sounds funny, or am I saying it wrong?
You have me questioning. Questioning the thoughts I have inside my head, I think.
Well, I know my mission tomorrow is to find out if there were any Rams in Mineral Ridge back in the day. So we share that affliction. All right, they're going to get started on the whistle. Corner kick. 21 seconds. This is stuff that, you see in TV and on movies. Leading scorer goes out. Corner kick. Everybody's up there.
Oh, it was there. Put it up there.
It's Nora
9,
Schneider. She's had a pretty good game over here on the
7,
outside.
6,
Well, ladies and
5,
gentlemen, we have ourselves a
4,
2-2
3,
tie. Both teams
2,
working hard.
1, 0.
Dan and I are going to talk about the player of the game here soon. Thank you for tuning in.